able to check each and every room, I will not say that my operation is over.
Tonight, Indian commandos finish off the remaining Mumbai terrorists as investigators try to determine responsibility for the attacks which killed and wounded hundreds. I'm Randall Pinkston. Also tonight, falling mortgage rates are attracting eager home buyers ready to jump into the market. State colleges struggling to make ends meet start cutting the size of next year's entering class. And Crayon Creations. Meet the grown-up sculptor who's found a whole new use for the playthings of childhood.
This is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening. Indian security forces are claiming victory tonight over the terrorists who struck Mumbai, the nation's financial center, this past Wednesday. Nearly 200 people are reported dead so far, including 6 Americans. Close to 300 more are wounded. President Bush today expressed his condolences and pledged full U.S. support for India's investigation. Officials in next-door Pakistan deny any involvement, but the attacks and their aftermath are already heightening tensions along their shared border. Celia Hatton is in Mumbai tonight with the latest.
Most of Mumbai's 10 terrorist targets were dealing with cleanup operations today, but the historic Taj Mahal Hotel was still under attack in the early morning hours. The violence didn't last long. A 60-hour battle between the terrorists and India's elite commandos ended with several explosions on the hotel's ground floor. Finally, one of the gunmen was pushed out of the window. Commandos entered the hotel to search for live ammunition the gunmen had intentionally left behind.
We are going through the entire hotel, through the corridors, through the rooms, until we are able to check each and every room. I will not say that my operation is over.
Almost 200 people are known to have died in the attacks, including 6 Americans, though the vast majority of the victims were from India. Survivors relived their horrifying ordeals.
At the time that he actually started to fire his gun, I saw him smile. It was just an absolutely unbelievable situation to be in.
David Wheat and his partner Jagdish Amin were holed up in their Mumbai apartment for 3 days after gunmen stormed the Jewish center near them.
So everybody knows these people that were killed at the Taj and the Oberoi and so forth. I mean, they're all friends of friends. So it's had a big impact.
One gunman was caught alive by police. He's from Pakistan and, according to local newspapers, has admitted he belongs to the Pakistani terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba. But analysts say the attackers differ in style from anyone they've studied before.
In most conventional suicide terrorists, there will be some sort of device that will detonate at the very conclusion of their operation. But it would appear that with these individuals, they were going to fight until the bitter end.
As the people of Mumbai held vigils for their dead countrymen, they were waiting for the answers to 2 questions: who was behind the attacks and how their government planned to respond. While they wait to have these questions answered, memorial services will continue in Mumbai on Sunday. Text messages have spread across the city advising everyone to wear black. Randall?
Celia, Pakistani officials have made it a point to deny any involvement. Have those denials done anything to calm tensions between the 2 countries?
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case. The Indian government continues to insist that there must be some link between the terror attacks and the Pakistani government. However, the governments of the U.S. and the U.K. are trying to calm both sides down to encourage them to work together to figure out who exactly was behind these attacks. Thank you, Celia Hatton in Mumbai.
Violence of a different kind continued in the African nation of Nigeria today, and the Red Cross says more than 200 people have been killed. Rival Muslim and Christian gangs in the central city of Jos attacked and burned homes, churches, and mosques for a second day. The violence was triggered by a disputed local election. And the political crisis in Thailand worsened tonight with reports of an explosion at the Prime Minister's compound in Bangkok, which is occupied by anti-government protesters. Thousands of demonstrators have been occupying the capital's 2 airports for 4 days, stranding 100,000 travelers. Foreign challenges of every sort confront the United States, including in our own hemisphere, where Russian President Dmitry Medvedev wound up a Latin American trip yesterday that included meetings with Cuba's Fidel Castro and Venezuela's Hugo Chavez. Bob Orr explains.
If Russia sent warships to Venezuela to challenge U.S. dominance or provoke a military response, the Bush administration was not taking the bait.
A few Russian ships, it's not going to change the balance of power.
On the surface, this flashback to the Cold War signals new conflicts with an old enemy. But future threats against the U.S. are more likely to look like the slaughter in India, carried out by rogue groups. Other dangers might arise from the kind of unrest now triggering street riots in Thailand, or the growing unemployment stressing workers in China.
I see the threats in general coming from countries that are destabilized by the financial crisis and that have political turmoil.
Moises Naim, the editor of Foreign Policy magazine, says the worldwide financial crunch may trigger shortages and uprisings that could unhinge fragile governments. Pakistan, for example, is a country with nuclear weapons and rampant poverty. It's also the home to al-Qaeda leaders who've reestablished operations in a lawless tribal region. Terrorists like bin Laden's group remain a significant threat, and U.S. intelligence warns instability could give terrorists access to more lethal weapons, like biological agents and maybe even nukes. Other so-called non-state actors, like criminal gangs, cyber hackers, and drug cartels, also present serious threats. In neighboring Mexico, more than 4,000 people have died already this year in drug-related violence.
The number of people killed in a given weekend in Mexico is higher than the number of casualties in Iraq. And we're talking about a country that is adjacent to the United States.
There'll be no shortage of foreign policy challenges for the Obama administration, though the greatest dangers may not come from the usual suspects, making them harder to anticipate and perhaps more difficult to combat. Bob Orr, CBS News, Washington.
It appears the holiday shopping season is off to a better than expected start for retailers. According to preliminary data, sales yesterday, the so-called Black Friday sales day, were up almost 3% over last year to more than $10.6 billion. Prospective homeowners were encouraged when the government this week launched a new plan to loosen credit by buying up $600 billion worth of mortgage-backed assets. But will it be enough to revive the housing market? Priya David has more.
So what was your favorite part of Thanksgiving, guys?
With 3 growing kids, Matt and Deborah Brown are hoping to soon go from renters to homeowners.
It would be really nice not to have to worry every year, can we afford the next increase in our rent?
They've been renting for 5 years and think now is a good time to jump into the market.
Some of the listings that we've been watching now for just a month and a half have started to be reduced in price and get even closer to what we think we can afford.
Potential buyers got extra motivation this week as mortgage rates, already on a steady decline, dropped another 0.5% on Tuesday. In the last month, the average 30-year fixed rate dropped from 6.4 to 5.7%. So on a median $180,000 mortgage, buyers could now save up to $1,500 a year.
If the interest rates continue to fall, it makes it even more inviting.
Sellers are watching the rates too. Last month, home sales dropped in every region in America except here in the Northeast. Realtors tell us they hope reluctant buyers respond to cheaper mortgages.
We always have tons of people coming through here at our open houses, but people are just very cautious right now.
Realtor Mabel Ivory has been trying to sell this deluxe Harlem brownstone for 6 months and says even with more attractive rates, getting bank approval is still tough.
Now, more than ever, the banks want to see assets. So it's not enough to have good credit. It's not enough to just have your down payment.
Hey, bud, sit down.
That raises some concern for the Browns, but they remain optimistic.
Well, we would certainly like to own something because it would lend a little more stability to our family.
And could be the first step in stabilizing the volatile housing market. Priya David, CBS News, New York.
Still ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, the cash crunch that's shrinking admissions at some state colleges.
Sealing your bathroom can be a disaster. Your fingers were never meant to be used like this. Just look at the mess. You need ProCog, the only tool that delivers a neat finish in just minutes, again and again. Apply silicone as usual. Select your sealing edge, then slide along for a perfect finish. Reuse the excess silicone like this and extend the seal without showing the joint. Look again, there's no wasted silicone. Amazing! Select a smaller edge for a thinner silicone finish. Pro Caulk is perfect for kitchen countertops to seal edges and eliminate those leaking corners. Sealing a corner neatly was impossible, but now with Pro Caulk you can do it like a professional in seconds. Any edge, any corner, any joint, Pro Caulk gives you a perfect finish in minutes. Made from Duraflex, the Pro Caulk set is guaranteed to last year after year. Best of all, there's 8 sealing edges for every application. You get a 16mm corner to ensure a smooth finish, a curved edge to fill in the gaps between flat surfaces, and a grouting tip for between those tiles, and 5 more spectacular edges. The amazing Pro Caulk Toolkit is just $19.95. We promise it will give you a clean, straight finish in just minutes, again and again, or your money back. But if you order now through this special TV offer, as a bonus, you'll get a 3rd applicator for hard-to-reach places. You'll also get a silicone remover to remove and strip old grouting. Plus, you'll get this tube of silicone. Call now and receive the complete Pro Caulk kit. 3 tools with 12 edges. Silicone remover tool and tube of silicone for only $19.95, plus shipping and handling. Any edge, any corner, any joint, your solution is Pro Caulk. Call now.
To order your Pro Caulk, call 1-800-964-8458 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling too. Pro Caulk, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut. Call 1-800-964-8458. That's 1-800-964-8458. Must be 18 years or older to order.
The pressure is on for playoff spots. First, the Colts Browns. Then, Steelers Patriots or Broncos Jets. Sunday on CBS.
You are a high school senior with good grades and solid standardized test scores. Time was that would have easily gotten you into the state college of your choice. But Bill Whitaker reports states facing budget crunches are being forced to turn qualified students away.
Seniors at Hamilton High in Los Angeles are racing to submit their college application.
We've been all about the application system, and we're all getting our letters of rec in.
Always a time of high anxiety, this year worse than ever.
And it's not a good feeling.
That's because with the state's $11 billion budget shortfall growing, the 445,000 student California State University system is getting hammered, facing additional mid-year cuts of $66 million. That means the 23 campuses that once accepted any California student with a B average or better next year will say no to at least 10,000 qualified students, rationing admissions for the first time ever.
And when those universities get enough applications to meet their target, they will close off their admissions process.
This at a time when affordable state schools are getting more applications than ever.
How many seniors do we have?
The class of 2009 is feeling the pinch.
You know, it was always guaranteed that as long as you had a certain grade point average and certain SAT scores that you can be allowed to go to a Cal State. You know, it was a no-brainer.
It's not just California public universities. New York just approved a 3.1% budget cut at its 64 campuses, and tuition could go up $310 next semester. Florida is considering raising tuition 15%. In Washington state, $600 million in proposed cuts could mean higher tuition there, too. Back in California, there are campus protests, of course.
We have put the education system on a starvation diet, and each and every year it becomes weaker.
Already, class sizes are getting bigger, fewer professors hired, fewer courses offered, and the budget crisis expected to continue until 2010 at least. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Just ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, African troops in training under American instructors.
Houseplants make your home look beautiful, but having to water them all the time can be a big job. Forget to water them and they can end up looking like this. Give them too much water and you can end up with a big mess. Well, now there's Aqua Globes, the hand-blown glass ornament that waters your plants for you. All you do is fill the Aqua Globe with water, then press it into the soil. That's it. Your plant stays perfectly watered for up to 2 weeks and you don't have to lift a finger. Here's why. As soil becomes dry, it releases oxygen into the Aqua Globe, which in turn releases the exact amount of water your plant needs. You can't overwater, you can't underwater. Such a simple solution, yet so beautiful. Each aqua globe is individually crafted with genuine hand-blown glass to create a functional work of art that waters the plant for you. Perfect for small or large house plants, hanging plants, patio plants. Even finicky exotic plants get just the right amount of water. Just fill the aqua globe with water, then press it into the soil. It's that easy. No more constant watering or cleaning up the spills. No more worrying about leaving your plants unattended. No more dried out, drooping, or dying plants. Aqua globes take the guesswork and the worry out of watering your plants once and for all. That's right, you'll get a set of 2 aqua globes for $14.99, one in red and one in blue. And when you call, we'll give you 2 more aqua globes free. That's right, you get 4 hand-blown glass aqua globes in red, blue, green, and multicolor. Each aqua globe comes with its own gift box and makes a great gift for any plant lover. That's right, you'll get 4 hand-blown glass aqua globes plus the gift boxes, all for $14.99. This offer is not available in stores.
You can call 1-800-618-3178. That's 1-800-618-3178 to order aqua globes. You'll get 4 aqua globes with gift boxes for $14.99 plus $7.95 processing and handling. You must be 18 or older to order. You can call 1-800-618-3178.
A look at an historic election in our annual Books and Authors show. Bob Woodward, Fareed Zakaria, Jane Mayer, and Michael Eric Dyson face the nation Sunday.
Nearly 100 vessels have been hijacked off the east coast of Africa so far this year. The U.S. military, for one, is taking note and taking action, as Alan Pizzi reports.
Chimbia, Chimbia with speed! Fly across the road, fly across the road.
American soldiers shouting in a mixture of an African dialect and English at troops firing AK-47s. It looks like another war front.
Get those rifles talking, let's go!
In fact, it's part of an ongoing training mission. But piracy off Somalia has put the U.S. command known as AFRICOM on a new footing.
We will work with Kenyans as well as other nations as we look to increase capacity to make a difference in combating the pirate activities.
With Somali pirates holding dozens of ships and hundreds of merchant seamen for ransom, there is a danger that Islamic extremists could get in on the act. U.S. servicemen helping train Ugandan soldiers think the work they do is vital to American interests.
If you don't open up your eyes to the rest of the world, if we don't help out our allies in these areas, it could turn into another Iraq or Afghanistan where 10 years down the line we're here fighting another war.
It's not as tough as boot camp.
You guys are winning! I'm not gonna let you fall. Under.
But it's not some feel-good PR exercise either.
Come on, you gotta do it right.
The Ugandan soldiers have got it right in key areas, including Somalia, where they have played a major role in the African peacekeeping force.
Come on, Emmanuel. Keep running and playing. Come on.
And they're eager for more.
The soldiers, they work hard, they're motivated, they take every advantage they can for what we provide for them.
And it's a two-way street, according to specialist Corey Wharton.
We have an ally in this part of Africa that is trained to our standard, and they know how to operate more efficiently.
The more both sides learn about tactics and each other, the better they will be able to confront common enemies on land or sea.
Faster, faster, faster.
Alan Pizzi, CBS News, Kasenyi, Uganda.
Coming up on tonight's CBS Evening News, Iowa meatpacking workers desperate for help after a raid closed their plant.
Oh, no. Can't find your phone in that cluttered handbag? Searching for those house keys again. Do you have to dig and dump to find what you're looking for? Then you need the over-the-shoulder expandable organizer from Buxton, makers of fine leather goods since 1898. It's the biggest little bag ever that holds it all and keeps it organized so you find what you need in a flash. Crafted of supple, genuine leather, the Buxton Organizer has this outer pouch for your phone. You'll never miss a call again.
Hello?
Don't lug around a heavy tote. Watch as the Buxton Organizer turns this jumbled mess into an organized success. And it's expandable. Store 2 regular-sized water bottles and an umbrella. Amazing. With the Buxton Organizer, your hands free, making travel a breeze and shopping a pleasure. Look, a regular handbag can get stolen, but with Buxton Organizer's adjustable shoulder strap, it's always secure. There's a special wallet compartment for easy reach and handy slots for your credit cards. You'll be so organized, you can even find what you need with a blindfold. You could pay over $100 for a similar designer bag. Call now and get the Buxton over-the-shoulder organizer in genuine leather for only $19.95. There's more. We'll also send you the digital message reminder, the compact recorder that records without tape.
Butter, milk, eggs.
Then remind you later.
Butter, milk, eggs.
It's perfect for directions, at work, even the parking lot. Yours free, just pay processing and handling. And ask about the Buxton Organizer in these fashion colors. Get the Buxton Expandable Organizer and the digital message reminder, all for only $19.95. Call now.
To order your Buxton over-the-shoulder bag for $19.95 plus $7.95 processing and handling, you can call 1-800-686-0779. Remember, call now and get the free digital message reminder free. Just pay processing and handling. Must be 18 years or older to call.
Using a website to find medical treatments could harm your health. Next week, a CBS News special report. Second Opinion, Medicine Online on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.
Updating a story we've been following, troubled Postville, Iowa this week declared itself an economic and humanitarian disaster area. The sudden closing of a local meatpacking plant following an immigration raid is claiming another wave of victims. Seth Doan has more.
They're Hasidic Jews, Muslims, and Christians, Mexican, Somali, and even some who traveled all the way from the Pacific island of Palau, 8,000 miles, for a $10 an hour job.
It's a melting pot here.
Well, it's definitely a new Norman Rockwell version of America.
They came to tiny Postville, Iowa with the promise of work to fill hundreds of jobs left vacant. After the town's largest employer, Agri-Processors, a kosher meatpacking plant, was raided by federal immigration authorities in May. Nearly 400 undocumented workers were arrested. Even though Agri-Processors replaced them with new legal workers, it struggled to operate. Then this month, the plant's CEO, Shalom Rubashkin, was charged with bank fraud and helping undocumented workers obtain false papers. The company was forced to suspend operations last week.
And this is not what we dreamed of, and we didn't hope for.
Now they're stuck, owed weeks of back pay with bills coming due. On this day, they've come seeking help with utilities and rent.
The people here are working people who prided themselves on their jobs, prided in themselves that they could support themselves, and the rug got pulled out underneath their feet.
Most had no choice but to come here seeking aid. Others, like Darlis Hendry, cannot imagine asking for help, at least not yet.
I think it's tough, too, because I know all these people that I would have to ask for handouts for. They're people I've known for years.
Hendry is a 9-year veteran of the plant. A single mom raising 3 girls, her $22,000 a year salary did not leave much extra to save.
How tight is it getting?
Very tight. Very. You wonder, when are you going to be able to pay your bills? Anything. I mean, it's very stressful.
She already missed one payment on her house and worries about how long she can last.
If I ever wanted to move away to get a different job, there's so many houses going to be sitting here in Postville that I'm never going to be able to sell my house either.
For those with no ties and now no work, there are few options.
Enough is enough. We are living today. In fact, all of us, we are living today. Nobody can afford to stay more than today.
But Postville, once made richer by being a melting pot, wonders how it will survive if so many leave. Seth Doan, CBS News, Postville, Iowa.
Next up on tonight's CBS Evening News, crayon art like you've never seen before.
Spoiled produce? Not again. Stop throwing away your money. Introducing the Debbie Meyer Green Bags, the remarkable way to save your produce and your money.
Hi, I'm Debbie Meyer, and I no longer lose hundreds of dollars in wasted rotted fruits and vegetables. Now you can share my secret with Debbie Meyer's Everfresh Green Bags. Just look at the difference between 18 days in traditional storage and 18 days in my green bag storage. Do you want this or this? These strawberries were bought at the same time. Just look at the difference. Look at iceberg lettuce after just 8 days. Watch as these bananas age. Look at the difference. The bunch in my green bag is still fresh after 9 days.
Air is not the enemy. It's the ethylene gas that's naturally given off by produce, which causes them to spoil. Old containers and bags trap the gas inside, actually speeding up rotting. But green bags are made with a natural mineral that absorbs and removes the harmful ethylene gas. Over 100 million green bags have already been sold, and now you can get 10 of the Debbie Meyer green bags for just $9.95.
Whether they're on your countertop or in your fridge, my green bags are the ultimate produce saver, and that saves you money. Look at this broccoli after 21 days, peppers after 16 days. Here are baby carrots after 26 days.
You'll get 5 medium and 5 large bags for just $9.95. They're reusable up to 10 times each, and they're guaranteed to pay for themselves in just one trip to the grocery store.
It's just such a money saver to be able to protect your food and have it last longer.
But wait, call now and we'll double the offer. That's right, now you'll get 10 medium and 10 large bags. That's 20 bags for only $9.95. Here's how to order.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-401-2459 now for Debbie Meyer's amazing green bags. No more spoiled fruits and vegetables. You'll get 10 medium and 10 large bags. That's over 200 uses for just $9.95 plus $6.95 shipping and handling. Call 1-800-401-2459. Must be 18 or older to order.
It's probably safe to say that most of us put away our crayons years ago. Well, Michelle Miller met an artist who puts crayons to work in ways you can't even imagine.
Being on the cutting edge takes a lot of work.
Voila, you've got a nice clean cut.
And a lot of crayons.
I think it keeps you young. It's all about ideas.
Herb Williams' ideas range from colorful wallflowers to green bulls to bright yellow dogs.
Can I touch it?
Please, yeah. I mean, you can't hurt it.
It's not precise.
Williams admits crayons are unique artistic tools, but says they spark his imagination and creativity.
I work with crayons, but I try to think of larger ideas, and so far, crayons have been the most exciting.
He's been crafting his multicolored art for 5 years. The idea, he says, came to him in a dream.
I just had the sketchbook by the bed and immediately wrote it down and haven't stopped.
That's fantastic. This spring, Williams was a featured artist at a Washington, D.C. exhibit organized by the Smithsonian. His art used to sell for a few $100s. Now it goes for as much as $100,000.
You're making big bucks now.
Let's hope so.
Considering the amount of colored wax he has to buy, there are actually 1 million crayons in here.
Easily. I lose count usually.
That's probably a good thing, but maybe not for fans who've been buying his sculptures.
My decorating style is early to late Herb, so I can't get enough of him.
Beverly Keel and Ron Stein have been buying Williams' art for years, even requesting custom-made creations like his vision of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, called the Torah.
Herb took that concept, not being Jewish, did a tremendous amount of work to understand that in the Jewish religion, the Torah is called the Tree of Life.
Is there anything you won't do?
I've said no to only a couple of projects just because they're so commercial. I want to do things that have meaning and can make you smile.
Williams says his new success makes him appreciate how far he's come.
Every artist I know is starving, and we all dream of breaking out. And to see it start to happen is exciting and terrifying at the same time.
A picture-perfect moment, one crayon at a time. Michelle Miller, CBS News, Nashville.
And that's the CBS Evening News. Later on CBS, 48 Hours Mystery. I'm Randall Pinkston, CBS News in New York. Good night.
CBS News is very good news.
Next at 6, armed attack at ATMs. Gunmen target customers taking out cash.
Police search for shoppers who trampled a Walmart security guard to death. See how they're sorting out the mob.
And a high wind advisory is in effect. I'll have the details for you coming up a little later.
And find out how to get your holiday lights on CBS 2.
It's all next here at 6 o'clock.
one sensational savings opportunity. Red tags are back at your Buick, Pontiac, GMC dealers. 16 models deliver up to 37 MPG. Save on this powerful, safe luxury Yukon. Get a red tag discount plus cash back. The price on the tag you pay under $29,600. Almost $10,300 in total savings, plus the best bank rates possible. The red tag sale at your Southern California Buick, Pontiac, GMC dealer.
Inglewood is